This is what happens when you spend your entire childhood playing Super Smash Brothers. Look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, yeah. Super Smash Brothers for the N64 is a game that's very near and dear to my heart. So near and dear, in fact, that I've probably spent more time playing multiplayer by myself on this game than any other multiplayer game. It's just that fun! If you've ever played a Smash Brothers game before, then you know that it's one of the most immediately enjoyable fighting games out there. If you haven't ever played a Smash Brothers game before, well then, frankly, you haven't been living properly, and it's time for you to make some changes in your life. There are 3 games in the series currently, one on the N64, one on the Gamecube, and one on the Wii. The Wii U and 3DS versions are coming out soon, but we'll talk about those when they come out. Now, most people will probably tell you that Super Smash Bros. Melee on the Gamecube is the best out of the 3, and maybe they're correct. However, I know that when I'm home by myself with nothing to do and I want to play Smash Bros., it's the original that I always go to first. There's just something so charming about it to me. Maybe it's the simple controls. Maybe it's the simple character designs. Maybe it's the simple plan. Or maybe it's just the fact that I've been playing this game longer than the others and I just have more memories of growing up with it. So today, that's what we're going to be looking at. Don't worry though, we'll do Melee later. As far as multiplayer games go, I typically don't get super competitive, and there are only a few games that I actually consider myself to be good at. Considering I've logged literally thousands of hours into Smash, this is one of those games. And to be honest, I don't know how someone can own this game and not want to spend thousands of hours on it. I mean, just look at it. It's perfect. When I turn the game on, the opening sequence alone gets me so excited. Just look at them all, they're like fighting and they're just all the Nintendo characters! Before the game even starts, you just get to see all the— Whoa! What was that? What was that? As a small child without the internet, this split-second shadow was my only hint at finding out what characters there were to unlock in the game. All that my 5-year-old brain could do was wonder. And don't get me started on how excited I got when I first saw this. Unlocking characters in this game is pretty straightforward, so they pretty much just unlocked themselves as I kept playing the game. Except for frickin' Ness. In order to unlock Ness, you have to beat single player on normal difficulty. However, you have to set the number of lives to 3. Now, at the time, I had no way of knowing that decreasing my number of lives could have any positive effect, so I always just set it to full. Because of this, it took me almost a full year to unlock all the characters. And speaking of characters, I like all of them. It kind of bugs me when I'm playing Smash Brothers with someone and they refuse to play with any character except for the one that they're most confident with. And not to discredit any competitive players, I just like keeping things fresh for myself by switching it up. So yeah, I like playing as every character in the game, however recently my go-to has been Pikachu. I mean, look at him! I mean, he's just so cute! Ah! I mean, just look at how happy he looks when he's kicking Mario directly in the face. It's just all smiles with this guy. Pikachu in Super Smash Bros. Is the video game embodiment of MDMA. Look at Pikachu! Look at Pikachu! I also absolutely love the feeling of being Pikachu and slamming someone in the face with a Pokeball. It's just so ironic. What a beautiful sound. When I play as Mario, I really can't get enough of how graceful he is when he moves around. Wow! Look at those backflips! So beautiful! Luigi, not so much. Oh look, the door to Silphco open. Let's see what's in— Oh shit! The attacks in this game just seem so devastating, and that's what's so awesome about it. Have you ever played a game where the weapons don't legitimately feel powerful? Like, even when you're killing enemies in one hit, it just feels like they're falling to the ground for nothing? Yeah, well, this game does the opposite of that. When I leap into the air and give Mario a giant kick to the head, there's that split-second pause on the impact before he goes flying to his death. I think we can all agree that Metal Mario is the dumbest person in the whole game. But that won't stop me from getting killed by him. Playing Smash Brothers gives me very happy feelings. It's hard to remember a time when I didn't have it to soothe my nerves. It's like no matter what happens, a few rounds of Smash Brothers will always make me feel better.
Hey robertIDK, you can't sing, none of your friends like you, and you smell like shit. By the way, your bank account is showing a balance of negative $100,000. It looks like you need to start selling that Pokemon card collection of yours, bitch.
Does Super Smash Bros. Still exist?
Yes, it does.
Oh, then it's not a big deal then. Even though I'm pretty confident in my ability to win on the harder difficulties, I still totally suck at the Yoshi team, Kirby team, and Polygon team battles. I can be having an awesome run without losing any lives, and then the Polygon team comes and flips my shit up. I just feel so violated every time I fight those guys. Ugh. God. But, in the words of British rock band Chumbawamba, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. But once the Polygon team's out of the way, I can pretty much make Master Hand my bitch. As far as I'm aware, I don't think there's any difference between fighting Master Hand on very easy difficulty and fighting him on very hard. What I will say though is that the music after you defeat Master Hand is the stuff of nightmares. My god. Do you want to know what hell feels like? Set all 3 CPUs to level 9 Foxes and put them on a team against you. I don't know what it is about Fox in Super Smash Bros., but I always find that he's the toughest level 9 to face, and having 3 of them out for your blood does not go over well. Smug assholes. Seriously, if any of you guys can pull this off, record it and send it to me. But you're not allowed to do this with Donkey Kong. There are so many quirky things that I love about this game. Remember this hammer? Yeah, it's the worst. How about the Metroid level where lava's constantly rising and damaging anyone who touches it? How about the feeling of satisfaction you get from finishing a match with a well-timed Falcon Punch? And let's not forget about that announcer.
This game's winner is... Kirby! Fox! Jigglypuff!
If you ever get bored of just fighting, the Break the Targets and Board the Platforms bonus games are awesome. In fact, I'm really disappointed that neither of the more recent games include the platform levels. They're honestly one of my favorite parts of the game. With that being said though, whoever made Jigglypuff's platform level is an asshole. Sometimes I like to set the CPU to very low difficulty just so I can relax for a bit. I find things like this to be very stress relieving. This is pretty nice too. This is fun. This is fun. Smash Brothers is fun! I find that the throwing attacks are really underappreciated in the Smash Brothers games. I absolutely love running at someone and making them stop dead in their tracks for that brief moment when I'm clutching them against me, and the look of distress in their faces when they know that they're about to get launched. Does this look like the face of mercy? I'll be back. I'm Batman. God! Ah, yes. The classics really never grow out of style. Right, Link?
Shut up.
Exactly. I hope you guys liked this video because I've got a few more Smash Brothers related things coming out in the next week or something like that whenever I get around to them. Also, thank you guys so much for being patient with me while I get the whole channel thing started. I know it's a really slow process, but thank you for sticking around. It really means a lot. And again, if you have any friends that you think might be into the sort of videos that I make, please send my channel to them. That's pretty much the only way I really have of promoting my channel is through you guys, so if you can help me out, that would be awesome. And I've got some more stuff on the way, so stay tuned. Thanks. You see that? Oh god, it's lovely.